Hello and welcome. You're watching IndiaPostLive.com, India's first live conversation web television. This is a platform where all of you can participate as we talk. All you have to do is click a participation button. You can also leave us your posts, your audio and video comments, and of course send us your tweets at #IndiaPostLive and @IndiaPostLive. All right, so it was literally a case of the empire striking back. And India lost the second match to the host country, England, by 266 runs. It was a humiliating defeat, especially considering the fact that we were all euphoric that India had won the first match of the 5-match series. So talking about what went wrong with the Indian team, where we faltered, what were the bad decisions that probably skipper MS Dhoni took. We have in the studio Vidhanshu and Chandrasekhar Luthra. Both of them are experts. They are sports journalists. I would like to welcome both of you to the studio. Thank you so much. And we will have Ankit Sinha joining us from Delhi. He is a sports buff, of course, besides being a Salman Khan buff as well. But he obviously has some very interesting comments to make on the match. We will ask him that as well. So first, let me begin with you, sir. What went wrong, really?
Everything from team selection to final team selection to Dhoni's field placement, to Dhoni's decision and Dhoni's strategy. When I talk about strategy, when you are 1-0 up, obviously your aim should be to attack the opponents, to make it 2-0. It is not like that you are comfortably sitting on 1-0 and then probably, try and draw next 3 matches. So in a way, Dhoni right from beginning, he played with 7 specialist batsmen. That means by including Rohit Sharma. I could not actually, understand this thinking of Dhoni or all this, think tanks. How could you go with just 3 specialist bowlers, then 1 part-time spinner who is more of a batsman than a spinner, and then 7 batsmen? This simply means, for me, if your top 6 batsmen can't score, how can 7th be so comfortable or give you such a great, start in the English conditions? So in a way, 7 specialist batsmen and then leaving out your main spinner Ashwin and then playing Ravindra Jadeja and 3 bowlers. Out of these 3 pacers, again Pankaj Singh playing his first match. And this is not the Pankaj Singh of his prime. This was Pankaj Singh in his 30s who has been waiting for his chance for 10 years.
He went on giving away runs.
Oh yes. No, that is fine. I have all the sympathies with Pankaj Singh. Pankaj Singh certainly deserved a chance to become the test player, especially when Stuart Binney could be a test player for India. If Stuart Binney could play his very first match for India, then Pankaj Singh probably should be playing next 50 test matches. That's the benchmark. That should be the benchmark. There can't be 2 set of rules for 2 set of people. So in a way, I think Dhoni messed up this entire test match, and this is the result: 266 runs. 266. Hammering. This is simply, I think, unbelievable. And with the kind of team England is, this England team is probably worse than this Indian team. So you are losing to a bad team with 266 run margin.
They made a comeback, and England have won a test match after 11 matches. They were beaten at home by Sri Lanka. And even the Sri Lankan attack is not so great attack. And yes, before this test match, we had Alistair Cook, who got a lifeline. Probably the selectors must have told him this is the last test match or something like that. Ian Bell, who was not scoring runs, and then a bunch of rookies at the top. And now you see all of them coming back to form and making huge runs. Alistair Cook. I mean, taking on the point, see, you win test matches with your bowlers, not with your batsmen. And when you have 3 bowlers, and Ravindra Jadeja, who's not even a spinner, he's a skidder. He will just toss up the ball in the same area again and again and again and again. And if the pitch does something, that will help him and the team. And so with just 3 bowlers, you cannot take 20 wickets. That's why the pressure of 550 plus target, the first inning total. And that weighed down on the Indian team, the batsmen. Sorry to say, but I don't think we have the batsmen now who think of playing longer innings, building up innings. But of Ajinkya Rahane and Murali Vijay in this series, every batsman have just looked to either go on over defensive or trying to play, foolish kind of strokes as Rohit Sharma did, stepping out to Moeen Ali and then gifting away the wicket.
Talking about
one more point. I mean, one more very crucial point why we lost this test match, not mentioned here. We talk about our fielding. Our fielding has improved over the years. If you talk to any player or to the fans, they'll say yes, Indian fielding has improved over the years. Compared to 10 years ago, we are a better side. We are a better side, but we are a better side, fielding side at the boundary ropes. We have learned how to dive. We have learned how to stop the ball to go race away. We have learned how to do those rally kind of throws. But are we good at catching? What about slip catching? And we have in fact gone down, so down. We don't have a V.S. Lakshman or a Rahul Dravid kind of a slip cord. We let Cook off the hook. And when Ravindra Jadeja spilled his catch, and that was the starting of it. So we have to look at where we are, in fact, messing up, and fielding is one department, more so close in field. And I'm not even talking of Eknath Solkar and others. The normal Gangulis and Dravids and Lakshman. Dravid was a great slip fielder. Even these two players are missing in that cordon, and hence you see such a humiliating defeat.
So an overall all-round failure, as one would put it, right?
Nilanjana, never in the history of Indian cricket or for world cricket, I think no team has toured with 18 players. And this is a team of 18 players and approximately 11 to 12 staff men. So, you are carrying a Bharat party, when you call it. When you have so much of Bharat, they are taking care of your body, everything, your needs. Then what is the problem? I don't understand how could selectors not select a good batsman for a middle order. You
talked of the think tank.
Yeah, think tanks mean
they're wrongly advising Dhoni or?
No. This is a coterie. This is a coterie. Okay. All these selectors, Dhoni and Srinivasan, the BCCI president, they are all working for a cause. That cause is probably to build their coterie and to build a particular set of players who could help them in bringing up the shame to this country. This is as simple as that. Because over the years, what has happened? Dhoni could be a great captain. Everybody says, I have never seen Dhoni doing some great captaincy. It was only because till the time he was winning tosses, and it was only till the time the other players, whether it was Ganguly, Tendulkar, Dravids, Lakshman, Zaheer Khan, Ishant to some extent, everybody or Harbhajan winning matches for Dhoni. Yeah. What has Dhoni done as a captain, apart from winning tosses? And that was his luck. When luck has deserted him, and whenever we have toured abroad, I think this Dhoni is completely lost. Okay. So in a way, out of 18 players, there is no one to replace your middle orders. If somebody is failing, there was only Rohit Sharma, and Rohit Sharma belongs to this coterie. So there is one opener batsman sitting out, but that is Gautam Gambhir, and unfortunately, if he scores, he could be a threat to Dhoni. So Dhoni doesn't want to play him because that's how he was, sacrificed at
but one point. But that is the change I would like to see. I would like to see at least that change in the next
test. That will happen.
Shikhar Dhawan should replace Gautam Gambhir. I'm not so confident about that, knowing Dhoni.
Well, let me bring in another voice here from someone who loves cricket as much as he loves other things. Ankit.
Yeah.
Hi, Ankit. Ankit, how disappointed, how sad, how upset are you? You were upbeat about Kick doing well.
No.
Now let's hear about your reaction at India losing.
No, actually I would agree most of the parts with both of the with Anshu sir and as well Shekhar sir. But from the day one, I would say that from the first ball of this test match, India was down under. They gave enough chances for England to survive this and win this match. And as rightly pointed by sir, why Ashwin sitting outside? The Ashwin sitting outside, that's unacceptable, and he deserves a place. He's a better bowler. In every sense, he's one genuine spinner India have at the moment. And if we make him sit in the pavilion, he'll lose his form. And then players like these, they have to take retirement early, and then we point fingers at them. But if they are not given chance when they deserve, so same is the case with Gautam Gambhir. But on the captaincy side of Dhoni, he's still saying that Ishant Sharma won't be able to play the next test match, and he's still defending his 4-bowler strategy. But I don't know how good is this for the Indian team. But as a match, there was no one positive result except then Rahane showing his temperament on the field, and he played like a true gentleman.
Okay, let's talk of the emergence, the rising of Moeen Ali.
You know, Moeen Ali to me,
Yeah.
he's just a part-timer who could spin a bit, you know, but only the orthodox spin.
Okay.
He doesn't have any variation. You talk about any other variation, he doesn't have. So he's a batsman who started bowling for his county. I don't remember his county, when this Pakistani that spinner Ajmal used to play for his county. So when because both belong to Pakistan, both interacted well. That's how he started bowling a little bit of off spin. So in last couple of years, he has developed as a good off spinner. But again, if you can't play Moeen Ali, believe me, you can't play any spinner in the world. Moeen Ali is not.
Is a better off spinner
than Moeen Ali or Rohit Sharma probably.
Okay, let's take a look at some infographic of how he is actually fared as a bowler, coming up right on your screen. He is the 6th English bowler to take 6 wickets in the 4th innings of a home test. So it's been 3 years and 29 innings since India's last. Okay, of course, yeah.
This is
This is a very important point that, in fact, I think even Chandrasekhar.
See, Gambhir, I mean, when we look at in the 2009, 10 and 11, when India was doing well in Test cricket, and to some part of 12, it was
You were
Gambhir.
talking of Pankaj Singh being over the hill, but you see he has the dubious distinction of holding record for giving away the most runs.
But he's in good company. Look at Aqib Javed and
Sohail.
Sohail. Okay. I haven't heard of B. McGain and probably wartime player J. Ward.
So that's basically
you can't blame
Pankaj Singh was the best bowler.
Yes,
he was the best Indian bowler for the entire.
And there were 3 catches dropped off his bowling. So
Ian Bell was not adjudged LBW, and that was a beautiful ball. If you look at the angle from which he was bowling, he was using the crease, and then the ball looked that it will just travel, and then it just straightens up and beats Ian Bell. And clearly on replays it was LBW, but the umpire didn't give. Okay, these things happen in cricket, but he was purely unlucky, and he bowled his heart out. He was the bowler who was troubling the English batsmen, and maybe he was wicketless, but I would certainly play him in the next Test match. He's not the one I'm
100%.
Shami,
if you have to play another bowler, because you have to at least have 4 bowlers. What are this Varun Aaron and Ishwar Pandey doing outside?
Yeah.
Varun Aaron is the fastest bowler in India. Yeah. So is he just going there as a tourist,
and the next,
doing shopping?
In Trent Bridge, it will be a quicker
wicket.
Yeah.
And then Ishwar Pandey is the most successful bowler in domestic circuit. Yeah. So Mr. Dhoni has to see all these records. And what did Rohit Sharma did before this match in the last 5 Test matches in 9 innings? Nilanjana, it's a great batting record. Apart from 172. Against West Indies, a team like West Indies, which is probably the last place team, on home conditions, he has scored 72. Apart from that, it's 6-0, 38, 20, 28, 4-3. I mean, that's the kind of confidence you have in Rohit Sharma and not in Ishwar Pandey or anybody else.
So, as batsmen, we are vulnerable to short pitch deliveries.
Well, we were always vulnerable to short pitch deliveries, but now the problem is we can't play pace, we can't play spin, we can't play Moeen Ali, who is not even a spinner.
See, two points why we are not able to play spin. One of them is that Indian team is always on the move now. They are always playing outside. So they're playing against Australia, against England. They don't play Ranji cricket where they will find 2 quality Bombay spinners, or in Andhra 2 quality spinners, someone in like Kawaljeet Singh bowling at them. They don't do it anymore, number one. And number two, the quality of spinners also in the country has gone down. I mean, tell me one spinner who should replace Ashwin. Ashwin, with all due respect to Ankit Sinha, he is country's best spinner, but he is not such a threatening spinner who will just spin a web of his own and prize out the wickets. He is not that kind of
Ashwin
bowler.
Ashwin is also your number 1 spinner because this coterie wants him to be your number 1 spinner. If you look at the other domestic spinners, there could be 10 more better spinners than Ashwin, but only problem is you can only talk about a player who is there in the squad. You
so
can't
much of
play
talent,
yes.
Ankit, so much of talent, and they're not really getting a chance. You've been wanting to say something for a while. Tell me.
Yeah, I just want to say that that sir said about Moeen Ali. Moeen Ali is just the Ravindra Jadeja of England team.
Exactly. Probably even worse.
Yeah, so he's just that. And he has just got 6 wickets as in the inning as Jadeja got in the Champions Trophy for India as the best bowler. So Moeen Ali is not a genuine spinner and all that. Coming to Vidhanshu sir, who can replace Ashwin? I would say Akshar Patel. He's one genuine spinner as plus all-rounder too.
Karan
So
Sharma, I think Karan Sharma is doing well. I'll keep a watch on him.
Even Karan Sharma. But coming to this match entirely, I would just, it's a whether I won't say that it's an India team loss. It's the loss of MS Dhoni ego, because he has not given chances to players who deserved in this particular test match.
The ego has not lost. The ego, you look at the reports today in the newspapers and everyone saying the captain cool and he was unperturbed and not disturbed, and he makes comments like there are few things that we have learned from this test match. And having covered, Chandrasekhar has covered a lot of test match, I have also, and having covered the press conference, the kind of attitude, the kind of arrogance, and we were talking before, this is a shameless team. Even
this
if they lose.
This is a team of millionaires. And when millionaires lose, they don't, show that remorse, or they don't show that shame. This is a shameless team. Exactly. Okay, this word belongs to this Indian team, because this entire coterie, especially 5 to 6 players, I think they are more into, making money, minting money, selling their plots or farmhouses. I remember one of the tours, when India was touring, Pakistan last time. I have mentioned that to Vidhanshu, when we were going to Pakistan, and there was a advisor also before that, he went there for recce, and when he came back he was also touring with the team. So this guy told me that he was shocked, because he used to sit on the first seat of the bus, whatever this luxury bus is. So when this entire team used to move in Pakistan amidst that heavy security, so he was shocked to see that he actually thought that all these players must be talking very serious cricket, or they must be talking about strategy. So at the end of the tour, or even at the end of 2 or 3 days of their company, he was shocked to hear that most of these players were actually talking about selling this farmhouse or selling that plot, or you buy this for 2 crores, you can sell it after 6 months. I have done that. So he actually, when he was narrating this in one of the parties, he said, I thought that I was accompanying some builders or builders dealers, not the Indian cricket team.
I won't name a former captain and who was so much into reading real estate that it was almost an obsession for him, and he had to stop that because he started making losses. Only then he stopped reading and said, I won't read anymore real estate.
Very quickly, in one sentence, we have to wrap up the conversation. We don't know if it will be taken, but your advice to MS Dhoni for the next match.
The last comment is that, on a positive note, MS Dhoni has said that he will have a rethink on the Indian team combination. So we will on a positive side, I do think that Gautam Gambhir will come in for Dhawan, and Rohit Sharma will also sit out, and I guess Ishwar Pandey or Ashwin will play the next test match.
All right, thanks so much.
That's the positive thing he has, heard from Dhoni. Ankit, thank you very much. At least Dhoni has one sport.
I would like this one more slight change. I would like Ajinkya Rahane at number 3, because he is looking in form, and your top 3 batsmen, Murali Vijay is looking very good, and Ajinkya Rahane at 3. Probably that.
But there's still hope, right? I mean, me being the eternal optimist.
Well, this English team is so bad. This English team is so bad that India will eventually come out as a winner from this series.
Great.
Even if we want to lose, this English team will not let us lose this series. I'm telling you this. Despite all these problems, despite everything, because this English team has no substance. This is purely, and if Anderson is banned for a couple of matches,
then defeat, and you're seeing this.
I'm telling you, this is probably the worst English team we have been coming across. It is just that we can't play, and we have surrendered completely because of Dhoni. If we play to our potential,
the trend should not continue, right? I guess
hope
Dhoni should get his act together. All right. So thank you so much, Vidhanshu, Chandrasekhar, and Ankit, for your comments and your thoughts. And of course, the golden words spoken by Chandrasekhar that, no matter what we do, we cannot really lose the series. So we'll have to wait for the next 3 to see how that goes. The conversation continues on indiapostlive.com through your posts and your tweets. And, this is very interesting conversation we had. Please tell us what you felt about it. And if you have any particular wish list to make to the captain, please let us know. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.